What's up, duelists? Today I'm playing a deck that I've never played before, ever, not even once, and that is Turbo Rocket Frogs. This is the top 4 list from RBET Moreno Valley. If you guys want to play in an RBET IRL, another 200 plus person tournament, obviously RBET Orlando on October 7th is the place to go. This is going to be the place to be. I've just juiced up the prize pool with some ulti pulling the rugs, secret first JD, some super first Amaryllis, a few other cards. And then, obviously, of course, the Shonen Jump Dark End, the custom mats, the 25th anniversary stuff. The prizes are insane. It's actually going to be one of the sickest tournaments of the year, if not the sickest tournament of the year. All your favorite creators are going to be there. All your favorite players are going to be there. Do not miss it. Sign-ups, you can find a link in the description below to sign up, or you can scan the QR code that I just flashed on the screen here. So, yeah, all right. This is the list that got fourth place. I don't remember the name of the player off the top of my head. I am super sorry. Normally I write the names of the players next to the deck, but for this time I didn't for some reason. So alas, here we are. The way this deck works is you summon Turbo Rocket, you synchro with Treeborn Frog, and you make Turbo Cannon. And then Turbo Cannon blows something up and you inflict damage. And then you try to set a Threatening Roar or Wabaku and then protect that Turbo Cannon. That's the game plan of this deck. And then you use the Monarchs as kind of like a plan B. It's like a burn deck, kind of. Burn frog deck, kind of. Sideboard is pretty straightforward. Super Poly for heroes, Electric Virus for dragons, and for machines. You've got Cyber Dragons for machines, Snowmen, DD Crows, the works. There's not really much to say about this deck. The one thing I do want to change about it before we get into our games is I actually do believe we need a Dark End Dragon in the extra deck. Because this guy is going to come up not only with Trigodia, but with Caius the Shadow Monarch. I think it's going to come up way more than probably something like Mistworm. I don't really see Mistworm coming up that much. I think Dark End Dragon is more realistically going to come up with Turbo Rocket plus Caius. That way we can go like, summon Turbo Rocket, make Dark End, and then blow up a guy, and then go from there, pretty much. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think not much to say about the deck. Let's just get into the games, and hopefully we can have a nice start with an easy Treeborn Frog and whatnot. I am playing in an 8-man tournament. You guys love these videos. The retention is pretty much double on these videos. You get to see a lot of cool brews in these, so I'm excited to be doing more of these, and they've been super fun. If you guys want to play in them, you can join the Discord in the description below. It's early. I say it's early, but it's like 3 p.m., but it's like early for my brain, if that even makes sense. He's picking paper. Dude, what the fuck is this, man? How am I going to lose rock, paper, scissors? This deck does better when it doesn't lose rock, paper, scissors, because this deck always has to take a turn to get going. Like, this hand, doesn't do anything the first turn of the game. Like, am I summoning a Swap Frog and just bouncing it? So if my opponent establishes a threat, it's, pretty hard for me to actually do something. Thankfully, his threat is just a set monster. I may even attack it with the Swap Frog because we have the sub. So there's no real reason for me to, not attack into it. The only reason it'd be bad is if it's Hoplimus specifically. Which, obviously, Glads is going to be a terrible matchup for this deck regardless. So let's go ahead and try to Swap Frog activate here. It's also bad if it's what is that card? Shining Angel. It's pretty bad if it's Shining Angel. But we drew Gores, which is a great draw. Dandelion. See, that's not a bad draw for us. Or not a bad set for us. Because, he gets the 2 tokens, but who cares, Next turn, I can go for the full Substitute activation line. Battle Fader and Gores are going to be instrumental in our victory here. I think the first card we want to get into play is Gores. We want to sequence Gores first, save Battle Fader for the later Drill Warrior action, assuming he's playing Quick Draw, which usually if you're playing Dandelion, you're playing Quick Draw, but he could be playing Amaryllis. So if he's playing Amaryllis, we might see something like Tribute Summon Titanial, but even then I do want to drop that Gores first so we can deal with that Titanial up front. He's viewing his extra deck, which means probably a Debris Dragon. He can make Starbucks Dragon. He can just summon Debris, bring out Dandelion, attack with both, and then make Red Dragon main 2 to play around Gores. There's a couple different lines here for him. He's just going to pass. So that means his back row is probably chainable. We drew Enemy Controller. That's a pretty good one. So we could bring out Treeborn Frog, and I think I'm going to because I'm going to go for Substitute. I think that's the best play. Main phase 1, I'll go ahead and summon Substitute. And say priority. Sacrifice Treeborn Frog. I just want to deck thin all my frogs out. I don't want to deal with any of these guys. Summon the next Treeborn Frog. Sacrifice him. Summon Swap Frog. Send Substitoad. Sacrifice this guy. Summon Swap Frog. Send Substitoad. Sacrifice this guy. Summon Dupe Frog. And then sacrifice the other guy and summon Dupe Frog as well. Honestly, I'm thinking about summoning them in attack position to clear the tokens. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Alright. There we go. Nice. We'll just run over the 2 tokens. Keep it simple. Okay. Attack the token. Attack the token. Now he can't Caius us. He can Black Rose, but who cares? And I'll pass. Nice situation for us. Our deck is now thinned out. We have a handful of great cards. We have the dupe lock. So this is pretty much the best case scenario, as far as I'm concerned. It could be worse, but it could be better. You know, could be even. Actually, I don't think it could be better. I think this is pretty much as good as our deck gets. The only thing we need to find at this point is just Turbo Guy. That or some sort of repeatable pressure. I think next turn I'm just going to summon Swap Frog and attack for 1,000. I don't think I'm going to do too much. He's going to Allure. So Allure is not commonly found in quick draw decks unless they're playing like main deck Crows. So this might not be a quick draw deck after all. It could be Zombie Plant, which is a deck I've been facing off against a lot lately. I actually have a pretty bad record against that deck. I think it's a strong deck. I think Zombie Plant is like, right now, the best version of zombies because of Mark of the Rose. That card is so ridiculously broken. Krebins. Ooh, interesting. Okay, what plays Krebins and Dandelion? That is not something I'm familiar with. Okay, so we could bring out Treeborn Frog here. We drew basically the best card in our deck for this circumstance, which is Light and Darkness Dragon. I think it's best to bring out the Treeborn Frog, right? No. Wait. I think so. If we bring out Treeborn, we're committing to Caius, which means we're committing to Torrential, which his deck for sure plays. Alternatively, we can just switch these guys to defense. Normal summon Swap Frog, no effect. Let's see what he wants to do. Alright, now I'll attack for 1,000. Okay. Cool. I'll just pass. We would have to end phase discard if we bounce a card anyway. So there's no real reason for me to, get too involved here. I think hitting for 1,000 is like pretty decent. Mark of the Rose. Okay. So it is Zombie Plant, or some sort of plant deck. He's going to take Dupe Frog. He's probably going to sack for Caius. Banish our other Dupe Frog, most likely. Yep. That makes the most sense. We are going to lose our Swap Frog here, which sucks. Technically, we're still even card advantage, but we are getting that Treeborn +1. It's just a matter of if we want to Econ and then summon Light and Darkness, or if we want to go with Caius first. See, Caius first is worse into Bottomless Trap Hole, but spending the Econ now is like not ideal. I think we go Caius first. Because we have enough defensive options. So we'll Caius the Caius. This is going to deal 1,000. And then I'll attack for 24. He probably has Mirror Force set. That's what he was thinking about when he set the other card. Wow, no Mirror Force. He's just going to take the damage. That's very good for us. Him dropping to 36, which means if Light and Darkness connects, that drops him to 800, which means he's no longer available for brain control. So we do have to be careful of you know, future steal effects like that. But I think we have the position now. We have the card advantage. We have the initiative. We have the defense. We have the late game Light and Darkness Dragon. So I think we've kind of bridged the gap into something that will win, but we don't know. We don't know for sure. So he's for sure playing Emergency Teleport. We don't know if he's playing well. He's playing Caius. He's playing Dandelion. He's definitely playing Mystic Tomato as well. So these are good configurations to know. I think our deck should have a pretty good matchup against this deck, provided we draw enough defense. And this build plays a lot of defense, so yeah. I do have to give a shout out to this deck's initial creator, which was Raunuk. He designed the Frogburn deck initially. He was also playing Lava Golem and like a bunch of other really cool cards. And he's just like one of the best deck innovators in the format in general. Like he's like one of the sickest deck builders. I have a lot of respect for him. He recently built a deck with Shiva Warrior Taro that got top at, I believe, Deck Devastators, and it was just really cool. It was like a Black Garden Shiva Warrior deck. One of the coolest deck designers to ever do it. Like, I've interviewed him a couple times on the channel, but no, that guy's very creative, very, very intelligent when it comes to building decks. Not a lot of people have that ability. Okay, we're gonna pitch Zombie Master. Ooh, are we trying to set up a Book of Life here? We might be trying to set up a Book of Life. Targeting Dandelion, that's fine. Maybe we have another Caius. Has to be attack position with DDR. This might end up, I don't know, it probably won't, but. Okay, cool. If he has Psychic Commander, he can make Goyo, which is bad for us. He does, wow, okay. So things don't look amazing, but they don't look terrible too, because we do have that enemy controller. So we'll be able to enemy control that Goyo Guardian. Looking at his configuration with DDRs as well, he may very well be on Royal Decree. And that would confirm my bias, or not bias, but it would confirm my suspicions that he has, I should have said Wabaku. He has Royal Decree set, which I'm pretty sure he has Royal Decree set. So the game plan is pretty clear. We go Treeborn, bring out Goyo. Treeborn, bring out enemy controller the Goyo. He's gonna Foolish Burial now here as well. Sending Plague Spreader Zombie. What's he gonna do? Make Starbucks Dragon? Call of the Haunted. Okay. That would be another card that is kind of just chilling and vibing. I don't know why we're doing all this now, but maybe he's trying to play around Light and Darkness Dragon, or he's trying to make like another Synchro Stardust Dragon to defend his last back row or something. I just think this is going to work out very poorly for him, because one enemy controller destabilizes this whole position. Unless he has Book of Moon. Either way, like, the Monarch draw was perfect. So we're going to bring out Treeborn. We'll go ahead and enemy controller, sacrifice Treeborn, take Goyo. Okay. Then we'll go Treeborn again, because why the fuck not? Then main phase 1. So he has one more card in hand. Alright. I think the straight up play is just attack Starbucks Dragon. Hopefully this just works. And we can take the Starbucks Dragon. Phoenix Wing Windblast is pitching his last card, targeting Goyo. Okay, so he has Plague and Grave. He has Stardust on field. Now, in order to play around Revived King coming back, I am going to set the Wabaku this turn. Oh, I haven't normal summoned. What the fuck am I talking about? I'll just sacrifice for Ryza. I'm silly. Let's go ahead and sack for Ryza. Ryza's going to activate, target Starbucks Dragon. And now he's pretty much locked. I don't think there's really a reason to set Wabaku, but... Wait, did he return the Goyo? He did return the Goyo. Okay, I'll set the Wabaku. Yeah, I'll set the Wabaku. Let's see what he's about this turn. End phase passes the turn. Okay. I don't need to play the Wabaku. I can soul exchange out the lad if I need to. We'll just attack the token. Pass the turn. We're pretty firmly in control. And we have just a deck full of like good cards from this point to draw. More defense isn't the best, but they're just redraws functionally. Okay, Brain Control. That's going to drop him to 28. can have the Ryza back. If he attacks, I'll just Wabaku. Yeah, I kind of want to have access to my Treeborn again. So, that's what I'll do. He's going to make Thought Ruler this time to play around stupid shit. I think this is a waste of his Plague, but that's just me. Now he's Draw Lock too, which is hilarious. He shouldn't make Stardust. Yeah, he's going to make Thought Ruler. That's what makes the most sense. Vanity's Fiend. Okay. So, we can bring back Treeborn or we can not. Let's see, if we bring back Treeborn, we Soul Exchange the token, we make Light and Darkness. He runs over Light and Darkness. That puts us kind of bad position. If he has a card that burns the effect negation. If we bring back Treeborn, he doesn't have the card to burn the effect negation. I think we just pass. He can't really afford to attack. Eventually I'm going to draw an enemy controller, right? This is an insane attack, by the way, if he attacks here. Like, it's actually insane. Like, why would you do that? It just doesn't make any sense. You need to build up resources. That was a huge throw from the opponent. Where's the Gore's token? Why do they add new tokens and rearrange everything, man? Right when I get used to it. Alright. Whatever. Okay, so we got two big-ass monsters. We got Treeborn Frog coming back. Do we have game is the real question. If I sack for Vanities, we don't have game. But it puts him to 100, so I may as well. Yeah. Main deck Vanities is really gross. Vanities attacks the token. Token attacks the Thought Ruler. They're both gonna die. No. I know the answer to this question is no. No. And then 2700 directly. For a couple of reasons. This guy needs to be in play to activate and resolve. And then also, tokens don't go to the graveyard. I can just set Threatening Roar in case he's on some Mark of the Rose shit. But, yeah, we should just win here. Cool. That game felt really strongly in our favor and in our control. But the next few games are going to be kind of trickier. Because Mark of the Rose does pose complications. That being said, I think Vanities is still really good. I think all our Battle Stop cards are really good as well. I think Dust Tornado is like probably good too. And DD Crow has applications. He's probably going to be looking to banish our Treeborns. So I think Burial's not a bad pre-side. And then I think the Dust Tornadoes aren't that bad either. But I definitely want these three cards. I think Soul Exchange is probably not the best in this matchup because of how quickly he can make Thought Ruler. I think Giant Trunade is also not the best because we don't really want to reset his stupid card, the Mark of the Rose, so, or DDR or whatever. So I'm gonna side out Giant Trunade. I may side out the Soul Exchanges. I may leave them in because it's like one of the best going second cards. I think I may side out a Threatening Roar just because we have so much of that effect. I may side out a Turbo Rocket. He's pretty bad. And that's just a matter of if we want these Dust Tornadoes or not. They seem decent. Like, they stop, like, Return. They stop Phoenix Wing. They stop all his stupid shit. So, I could definitely see myself siding these in over, like, honestly, Trigodia. And maybe it's just another Threatening Roar. Or Wabaku or something. Is Threatening Roar better than Wabaku? Probably is, right? How about this? We'll just do one Dust Tornado over Trigodia. And then going first, we'll bring in the second one and figure it out from there. I think this matchup should be good for us, though. We have a lot of defense. Yeah, this hand looks good. Gotta be careful of Mind Crush, Dust Shoot, those cards, but this hand looks good. Alright, set monster. I wish we had a Soul Exchange here. That'd be so good. Alas, here we are. That's pretty strong. Now we need to think, are we going to drop Battle Fader then Substitute combo, or are we just going to try to get Treeborn ASAP? I think the answer is try to Battle Fader into Substitute combo. But I'll set Dupe Frog, because I kind of want to bait him to commit his Caius now. Because if he commits his Caius now, I might just straight up Gores beat his ass, you know? Sack for Caius. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so there's the Caius off the top, and the Goblin Zombie's going to search, which is good for him. I mean, that's like straight up a good turn for him. But next turn, if he doesn't attack here, then that's really smart, actually. But he should attack. I don't see a world where he's not attacking if I set the Dupe Frog. Just because, like, if I have Fader Gores, why would I set the Dupe Frog, right? But the reason we do it, the reason we set the Dupe Frog is to bait the Caius now, so that main phase 2 he can't answer the Gores, and then we at least get one untap with Gores. He's going to have Plague, which is a liability. He is going to attack. I'm going to drop Gores. We are going to get the token as well. So he sets a back row. Swap Frog's a good draw. It's like objectively a good draw. I'm going to do what I must to clear this Caius. I do not want it to sit around. So I will be attacking it with both. If there's Mirror Force, then there's Mirror Force. That means our Vanity's Fiend is at least free. Okay. Main phase 2. I can pitch Special Swap, Ryza his other back row, but I don't really see a point in doing that yet. So I'm just going to Summon Swap and activate. This is going to turn on his Book of Life, which is super fucking annoying, but at least, you know, at least it's only one Treeborn, right? So we'll pass. We just need to answer the Caius, and then Vanity should win. So that's going to be our sort of like game plan here. Never mind. Okay, we do lose to this. This is bad. This is very bad, actually, for us. Yeah, we're just done. Okay, I'll admit defeat to this. That was a good Dyna. I was not expecting that. Fair enough. If Dyna is the case, then that means we probably do want some amount of Snowman Eater. Threatening Roar is definitely better than whatever else. Battle Fader. And then, yeah. Dust Tornado seemed good. I didn't have to play into the Mirror Force there. But I figured, what are the chances he has Return, Phoenix Wing, Call of the Haunted, Mirror Force? Like, what are the chances he has Mirror Force not only in his deck at all, but also in his deck post-board? What are the chances of that? And apparently 100%. So, good to know. Good to know. Just on a surface level, good to know. Yeah, Burial seems like not the move. Although he could be on Book of Lives, I doubt it. Realistically, he's on just DDRs and shit. DD Crow could be really useful. Especially going first. You know, Burial might still be good. What are we siding out for DD Crow? Our whole deck's pretty good against him. Maybe it's a Ryza. Although, I do want to have as many Monarchs as possible going first. We maybe have too many. So I'll side out one Ryza for one DD Crow. And then I'll side out one Soul Exchange for another DD Crow. That could be stupid, though. Soul Exchange is one of our few outs to Dyna. Never mind, I can't do that. Yeah, I can't do that. Dyna's too good. It's just a matter of if we want Snowman over Turbo Rocket. I don't think this is a Turbo Rocket matchup at all. I think this is a Snowman Eater matchup. Because, like, Turbo Rocket, I think we're going to be playing the Vanities game plan. That Fossil Dino was rough. I think I played that game wrong, but now that I know about Fossil Dino, it's gonna be so much easier to play around it. Alright. Yeah, that sounds good. Never mind, it's bad. Actually, it's fine. We just set Treeborn. So this DD Crow would have been another Ryza, which obviously would have been insane here, but we still have a Ryza loop, so it's not that big of a deal. And DD Crow is one of the few ways we can break up the Ryza loop. He might be looking at a way to summon Revive King turn 1, but then we can just Ryza it, so it's fine. Revive King turn 1 is the worst case scenario for us for this play, but every way he has to make that, DD Crow interrupts it, so we're fine. He's just going to pass. That's also fine. So with Swap Frog, I don't know if we want to send anything. I think we do. I think we do want to send something, right? I'll send a Substitoad. I don't really want to draw a Substitoad. Or actually, you know what? I'll send a Swap Frog. I don't want to draw him. I'd rather draw a Substitoad, of course. And I'll just bounce. I don't need to play into Gores. He has to discard before us. It says weird choice. No, it's just... It either tells Junk Synchron or... Yeah, he has to draw a discard here if he doesn't want to commit to the field. And if he does commit to the field, then we establish the Ryza lock, which is really, really rough for him. Yep. Don't set any back row, please. Please just let this happen. Okay, maybe he misclicked. Benefit of the doubt. Psychic Commander, attack. Okay. There goes Treeborn. Set back row, okay. End phase, alright. Treeborn comes out. And standby. Okay, cool. Yeah, we Ryza first. We can always pitch special and then summon the... I think it's Solemn. Okay. That's fine. That doesn't really matter. Can we die this turn? If I don't set the Wabaku, can we die? Should I set the Wabaku regardless? Should I pitch special, brain control his guy, and make Android, and then set Wabaku? What am I doing with this information? He can summon Goblin Zombie, Synchro into Power Tool Dragon. I really don't like that. But it's so resource intensive to clear it. It spends literally all of our cards. I think it's okay to let him Power Tool. It's just a matter if I want to set Wabaku here or not. That was a good Solemn from him. We could also just bounce the Psychic Commander, set Wabaku. If we brain control it, leave Swap Frog in play. He'd be behind a summon, then we could stick the Light and Darkness. He's at 4,000. Okay, I'm on board for that. Special swap. Activate the effect. This time we will send Substitoad, because I don't want to draw it again. I'll brain control Psychic Commander. There's a lot of discipline here. There's a lot of discipline here because he could A, soul release us, which would suck. B, drop Gores. Should we attack in the case of Gores? I think so. I think we still attack in the case of Gores. So we attack for 1,000. And the effects. No. Oh, man. The temptation is there. The temptation is for sure there. I am gonna attack, though. I'm gonna get greedy. Because he's basically forced to summon Gorse. Do I have Android? I better have Android. I don't. Okay, that's bad. Alright, well, we can bounce Psychic Commander and leave Swap Frog in play. Right? That's the move. That might not be the move, but... I just don't want to make Catastra and him have Cyber Dragon. Because that's like the way we lose this game. I'm committing everything to this play, by the way. His hand looked stalled. He doesn't have a great way to stop Light and Darkness from coming down. He has no graveyard. We have Wabaku. Even if he does put something together, we have DD Crow. And then next turn we can just tribute summon Light and Darkness Dragon and win. Like straight up win. So hopefully this works. If it's just summon Psychic Commander again, that's like worst case scenario. I want him to like really, really commit to this play. And I also want to draw a Monarch. I think that would be the ideal situation for us. But even if we don't draw a Monarch, Light and Darkness floats into one. So I don't know what he's thinking here. He's got 7 cards. As far as I know, there's nothing that really breaks up this that plays through DD Crow. I think this extra deck needs Android, now that I'm thinking about it, because taking level 3 tuners or having Swap Frog plus Treeborn plus Turbo Rocket definitely comes up. I think it definitely needs Android. I'm not sure over what, but that would be my diagnosis for sure. Maybe over Stardust Dragon. I don't see this deck ever making Stardust Dragon. There's Mystic Tomato. That's a-okay. I'll go ahead and activate the Wabaku. Let's see. Does he want to commit more cards to the field? He does. 1, 2 cards to the field? Are you dead ass? Okay. Dude, Frog is a terrible draw. It's like actually the worst draw in our deck. We'll bring out Treeborn. Does he want to stop this? I don't know. Okay. Well, it was our game plan, but we lose to Chain Phoenix Wing pretty hard. Chain Phoenix Wing beats us. We just have to go for it. I don't think we have a choice. Okay. Attack the tomato. He's going to take 1,400. We are going to lose attack points and defense points. Main phase 2. He has Mark of the Rose, we negate it. He has Psychic Commander, trades with Loud, and then we float back into Ryza. Okay. Could be worse. It's not great, but it could be worse. I'm thinking it's Mark, negate, and then... yeah, Psychic Commander trade with, or Psychic Commander run over Light and Darkness, or trade with, or whatever the fuck it does. I don't really know the math. Oh, he runs it over, yeah. That's probably the most easily burnable sequence. He might have called the Haunted set again, so he could get a Chain Call of the Haunted in there somewhere as well. But we have DD Crow for Call of the Haunted, so that's okay. This has been a really difficult game to navigate. But our opponent is now at 200, so I'm pretty happy with that. That means that Caius wins. That means that Turbo Guy, who I cited out all of, wins. That means that most likely the next Monarch gets us there. Enemy Controller wins. Brain Control wins. Mind Control. Okay. So that's kind of what I was thinking would happen. Mind Control into Normal Summon Psychic Commander is probably what he's going to do. Or he could just set a guy. Like, he doesn't have to do it this turn. He might need more time. Zombie Master. Okay. I'll go to the graveyard. His monster will die. I'll special summon Ryza. We spend a normal summon. Book of Life. Targets. I will crow this. I will crow the shit out of this. Because I have game if this doesn't resolve. He can banish Treeborn, but like, who cares? Yeah. No, this is game. He already normal summoned. Ideally, I just win here. He's typing GG's. Please. Please be typing GG's. The Psychic Commander was the better play. GG's. Yeah. Let's go. That was fucking clean. That was fucking clean. That was fucking clean. We were in his head the whole game. We were ahead of him the entire game, mentally speaking. We were on top of all of the potential outcomes. I even saw the line where he used Psychic Commander to beat over Light and Darkness Dragon, using Psychic Commander's effect, which a lot of people forget about. And now we're moving on to the next round with Turbo Rocket Frogs. This deck is fire. Although that pain. Yeah, we did cut off all his plays. That was insane. And that's just a testament to positional play versus card advantage. Positional play always matters more than card advantage. It doesn't matter if you are down 3 cards as long as you have the winning position. All right, next match. That was really sick. That was fun as hell. Okay, so it looks like I'm facing the winner of Cool, Dead, Punk, and Edison only. So I face you. Funny story. In the last video I uploaded, Spencer was messaging me, aka Edison only. Or so I thought. It turns out that there are actually 2 people named Edison only on Dueling Book. One of them doesn't have a space in the username, and one of them does. And the guy who was messaging me was not the Edison only that was simultaneously in the 8-man. He was a different Edison only, unrelated to the 8-man. And I was talking to him like he was Spencer because that's my boy. That's the guy that I know. And I was talking about him in the video like that. That's because that's his fucking username is Edison only. But it's a different Edison only. And it was just some other person named Edison only messaging me. That was the most confusing moment of my life. Because then Spencer texted me and he's like, I was watching your video, and he's like, who the hell is that? He's like, I didn't say any of that to you. And I was like, you're trolling me, right? Like, I thought he was trolling me. And he was like, no, like, that's literally not me. And I was like, what? And then he sent the Spider-Man meme, like the fucking Spider-Man pointing at each other meme. And I was like, bro, how are there 2 different people named Edison only? That's based, first off. But I feel like we need to see them duel. Like, oh God. See, Spencer's going to take his sweet fucking time. So I got to text him now. Because he's not on Discord for some reason. Spencer, waste my fucking time. See, now I can talk shit because it's actually Spencer and I can confirm that. God damn it, Spencer. Let's go. Oh my God. This is gonna be a painful moment. I'm gonna take this moment to plug RBET Orlando, and then at the end of this month, actually, September 30th, I'm throwing an online RBET in the really big Yu-Gi-Oh! Discord. It's going to be, like all the previous online RBETs, it's going to be the last online one of the season. Good luck, have fun. This is the right Edison only, right? Question mark. Hello, my name is Spencer. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. He's picking rock. What? Who picked scissors? Who picked scissors? I'm going to talk more shit because this is my boy than I normally do. But it's okay. We'll beat him. We'll beat him. Why does everyone have 41 fucking cards? Doesn't make any sense. That's why I lost 5 in a row. I'm impressed you made it past round 1 this time. Good job, smiley face. Just be a little patronizing, you know, for the fans. He doesn't set anything that isn't a Raiko, so I'm just gonna T-set and get my +1. If I get Kai'd, I'm gonna punch the wall, but here we are. Out of 10, I can make it out of 1. That's hilarious. He's actually 9 and 1. Oh, it's Spy. Same thing. Oh, he's playing. I know what he's playing, actually. He's playing the Flamvel list because he was building it at my house, like, literally yesterday in paper. Okay. That is okay. If he summons a Fire Dog, that's going to be annoying. Is he going to blow up the back row? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. What the fuck? What the fuck? Does he have a Monarch here? Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's not as bad. Ah, that's still bad. Yeah, that's bad. Alright. We'll go Battle Fader, because I am going to Substitute next turn. Hopefully he doesn't have any more Manork. He definitely has Manork. I still think it's fine to Substitute, because we just need to get our engine online, and we need to get everything going. We started at a disadvantage going second, so this guy, special this guy, send that guy, sack this guy, special this guy, send the other guy, sack the other guy, send the other guy. What am I doing again? Am I leaving Swap Frog in play? Or Substitute play? No, I'm not. Okay. As much as I want to leave a Swap, I could bounce this guy. Why would I bounce this guy? Bounce this guy normal the Treeborn? Oh, that's better, yeah. Okay, so we'll go Swap Frog. Effect to bounce. Yeah, go to hand. Extra normal. Normal Treeborn. Activate Treeborn. So now we have a Swap Frog instead of a Treeborn Frog in our hand, which is like, it's a lot better. Let's be real. Let's go ahead and grab Dupe Frog. Sack this guy. Go get Dupe Frog. He says, yeah, I know what the effects do. Okay, 1-9. I'm just going to call him 1-9 from now on. That's hella mean, though. I shouldn't do that. I don't even need to set the third anymore. I'm not really afraid of this Monarch deck. Like, yeah, you can Caius my Dupe Frog and then attack the other Dupe Frog. It's only bad if he has Ryza. But if he had Caius, he would have done it last time. He probably just has another Ryza. We are down a card, though, pretty measurably. That Spy Charm was good for him. Oh. That's funny. Okay. So, special Treeborn. If we get Torrentialed here, we're still fine. So, I think it's just Ryza. Activate, target the set monster. That guy. Chain Bottomless. Cringe. Not what I wanted to happen, but he's locked at least for another turn, so we can just pass again. Brain Control. Decent draw. Especially if we draw Turbo Rocket, we can make a Stardust Dragon and then start beating his monsters. I was thinking about cutting Stardust Dragon, but now I'm thinking about it. It's like pretty good when you have Deep Block. It's pretty fucking good. Or that, you know, that's pretty fucking good too. I'm actually a fan of that card. Huge fan, really, if you think about it. God damn. Oh my god, this is the most disgusting Light and Darkness Dragon I've ever seen in my life. Give me the Ryza. Give me that shit. Give me that shit. Give me the, yeah. 2300. 1900. Yep. Main phase 2. Main phase pass. We can bounce it with Swap Frog. We can bounce it with Swap Frog. That's so gross. Okay. Battle phase. If it's Spy, we negate it, and then we can bounce it main 2. Alright. Yep. 1800. 1400. Main phase 2. Normal swap. Cost. Bounce the lad. Pass the turn. This one should be Jover. Just because that happened. And it's like, how do you come back? He's typing something angry right now. Oh. Well, that kind of works. Kind of. But not really. Like, he needs Avarice after this, I think. No effect failure. Memer. Alright, Black Rose activates. We'll go ahead and add back double swap. Cool. So, you know, I think we just do the thing again. And this time it's over. This time it's lights out. This time there's no coming back. Because we get at least 2 cards with this lad. And we get to draw 2 more cards. Oh, back row? That's cute, Kappa. Yeah, this is where Light and Darkness really shines. He just kind of takes on entire strategies like this on his own. Like these sort of like build your own Monarch, like Corn Monarch strategies. Soul Exchange, yep, that's another one of those cards. Set Monster Pass. No reason not to just attack it and get our additional plus. Mirror Force, okay, we'll drop to 1800, 1400. So there's the 2 cards I wanted to earn, and there's Spy, and then we will drop to 1300 and 900. So we still have another negate, and we are actually going to take 700 here. But that's fine. I mean, we just ate 3 effects with our Light and Darkness Dragon, and when it dies, we get to bring back a guy. And our deck is like stacked full of good cards, ideally. We may never draw another threat ever again, but theoretically, our deck is stacked full of good cards because we thinned all the frogs out. Yeah, that's a good one. That is just a good one. Can we do anything with this turn? Yeah, we can enemy controller, make Bryonic, and then bounce our own lad. So this is going to be 800, 400, and then I'll go enemy controller, sack Treeborn, take Gravekeeper Spy. Bring out Treeborn again. We might as well. Normal summon Turbo Rocket. Synchro into Bryonic. Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Battle Phase. 800. 2300. Main Phase 2. Bryonic. I'll pitch a Threatening Roar because we have 2. Bounce the lad. Set the Threatening Roar. Pass the turn. So yeah, it's been a match. It's been a good. I'll just type GG. Should I do it? Oh, I hate when people do that. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. I can BM like six different ways, but that's the one way. That's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line, folks. I can't do that. And now when we sack lad for lad again, it can bring back Bryonic. It's like, come on, like. He said, okay. It's like he can hear me. It's like he can hear what I'm saying. You know what the ultimate BM is? Just don't sideboard. I don't think he has what it takes to beat this deck. He has Hamster and Spy, which make me really want Cyber Dragon and Vanities. These look good. So I think I will side them. He's on multiple Soul Exchange, though, so it's like, eh. Lad is going to be our best card. Turbo Rocket's probably going to be pretty good. We do have to be careful of that shit, you know. I don't know what I'm doing with these. He's definitely on Vanities, like, post-board. Like, that's, like, 1000% what he's doing. We're going second. I do like Battle Fader going second. I still think Trag Fader, like, they come out, you know. There's no way he's not playing Vanities, right? I think True Nate's probably going to be pretty bad for him. He didn't look to have a lot of trap cards. Yeah, I think that's it. I think we need to keep all our going second stuff. It might just be like Gores or something. Maybe it's just like one less vanities. We only need 2. I don't need to overside in this matchup. Until we see like Soul Release, we don't need to overside. If we do see Soul Release, we need to bring in the Burial though, because Treeborn is too important for this build. That Light and Darkness was fucking nuts. That was crazy. And we drew it again. Beautiful. Hopefully we don't get dust shooted. This hand looks amazing. Heavy Storm is good. Heavy Storm is straight up good. I'm a little bit worried about just setting the Treeborn Frog and having it get like highest and stuff. Yeah, if we set this and it gets highest, we lose. I'll just pass though. It's most likely like a Raikou or something, or a Descendant. Dekoichi, fuck, I lose. Okay, yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. Because that means it's very likely Caius is happening. Oh, it's just Ryza, thank God. Thank God it's just Ryza. Yeah, I'll take 24. Maybe he sets more into my Heavy Storm. Who knows? Looks like he's not going to do that. Okay. I'll Heavy Storm now. Because I don't want it to be Wind Blast. Okay. Cool. I should have set Threatening Roar maybe. In case he had Vanities. But if he has Vanities, like... No, we lose. We lose to Vanities. I should have set Threatening Roar. That was stupid. But then maybe he like main phase 2 Caiuses me. Oh my God, he just has it anyway. Fuck. Okay. I didn't think he would do that. I thought he would attack first to play around Gores, but... Yeah, there's another back row too. Oh, this is so fucking cringe. Alright, we have to do it. Jeff Solemn. He thought about it. Sorry, the back row. He's just not going to pay 4,000, which I respect. To a degree. Alright. We have a couple good draws that get us out of this. Actually, no, we don't. I think Swap Frog might be the best draw. Like, let's say he sets a monster. I summon Swap. I send Treeborn. Ryza is good, too. Because we can Ryza his set monster. Get ourselves another turn. Attack for 24. He has Battle Fader. Okay. Shit. That's annoying. Well, next Monarch is really bad for us. But he doesn't have it. Okay. I think we attack the set in case it's Spy. It's Deco. Okay. Either way, that's fine. Just pass. This has actually been kind of a tricky situation. I don't see how we're getting out of this. Like, our position is bad. Once again, we have functional card advantage, but our position is very bad. Okay, we can actually take this hit if we need to. I think it's correct, too. It buys us an extra turn to take that hit. Oh my God, I'm so fucking bad. I shouldn't have taken it. Oh, that's so stupid. I didn't think about Gores. That's so dumb. Yeah, I shouldn't have taken it. Oh, that is so annoying. Okay, here comes Raikou. Attack. Threatening Roar. You know he has Dark Dust, but I just don't have anything. Swap Frog. Okay, that's good. That's a start, at least. Activate. Let's see if he has Rug. He doesn't have Rug. Okay, we'll send Treeborn. So we're kind of in it. If he has Honest, we lose. D prison. Okay. Well, we got to set Wabaku. Pass the turn. Next turn we can stick Light and Darkness. Yep, there's Wabaku. What he should do is tribute this for Dark Dust Spirit to play around enemy controller. But he won't do that. Yeah, I knew it. Oh my god, we drew another Light and Darkness. That's amazing. Enemy controller, take the Raikou. Treeborn. And then double sack for Light and Darkness. Attack. Negate. $2,300. I have to be careful. We can't attack another set monster with Lad because it could be Gravekeeper Spy. And then we would lose on the spot. So if he doesn't shuffle his hand, which he won't because he doesn't like playing accurately. And he sets the new card, we don't attack. It sets the old card, we can attack, I believe. Alternatively, we could just Caius it and have the Lad in defense position. That might even be a little bit safer. But it loses to... No, it doesn't even lose to Battle Fader. Okay. So we'll bring out Treeborn. Making this guy 800. And 400. Main phase 1. Sack for Caius. Target his monster. Banish it. If it's a spy, I'm the GOAT. Oh, it was just a Raikou. Man, I'm bad. Okay. Attack for 24. Hopefully no Gores. Thankfully no Gores. And we pass. So he can attack over the Lad to blow up the field, but then we'll float into another Monarch basically. This situation ended up being insanely good for us because he misplayed on the turn with the Raikou. That's fine. He can do that. Sack for Dark Dust Spirit. That's going to destroy our Caius. So that's bad for us. LMAO. Soul Exchange. Nice try. He says, come on, I had to try. I knew he fucking would. Fucking cheating ass bitch. Oh shit, okay. Are we out of Dupe Frog? No, technically we're not. Or literally we're not. Okay. So, Dupe Lock anybody? Let's go sub, activate. It's too high risk to attack, so we're not going to. If he top decked Fader last turn, then we lose, so I can't attack. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I think Light and Darkness should close out the game once it hits play anyway. You know what? He doesn't have it. 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 I knew he didn't have it. He said, okay, just open the nuts. I did open really well. I will give him that. I opened very well. And I've drawn very, very well. If he can set up Caius, I mean, he wins. That's the funny part, is like he just hasn't been able to set up a Caius this entire game. Set monster. Oh my god. It's Jover. It's Jover. My brother. My brother. It's Jover. Treeborn comes back. Special summon the stupid fucking frog thing. Lag. Okay. It's Jover, dude. It's Jover. I'm gonna get him with the same thing. I'm gonna get him with the same thing. Watch. Watch, I'm gonna do it to him. Anything on summon? Question mark. LMAO, I couldn't attack. I soul exchanged. LMAO. LMFAO. GG's. Get owned. Get owned. You're going to try it against me. You're going to lose to it. Ah, that's so funny. That's so funny. Now, don't do this, guys. Don't do this. I'm only doing this because Spencer and I are friends and we like hang out all the time. But yeah, don't do this. And also because he did it to me earlier. Yeah. Good shit. I guess we're moving on to the finals. That was funny as shit. But if you don't know the person you're playing against, don't do that shit. It's rude. But if it's your boy and you're just messing around, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Okay, who's in the finals? All right, who's in the finals? I guess it's Achilles. Cool. So what I know about Achilles is that he hosts in not classic mode. Which I'm not going to play in. I refuse to play in stupid not classic mode. I'm sorry, I'm not selecting the fucking zones. I'm sorry. I'm just not doing it. Good luck, have fun. Alright. I'm picking paper again. Am I going to lose 3 rock, paper, scissors? No, I'm not. I'm finally going to get to go fucking first. Holy shit. Let's go, baby. Finally, a 40 card deck. God damn. Alright, this hand's great. Perfect hand. Swap frog. Send treeborn. Bounce pass. We lose to like stupid shit like Spirit Reaper poke, but I'm not going to play around anything. I'm just not. I'm just going to play the game like our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ intended. What the fuck is this, man? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Alright, what's the game plan here? Well, it's pretty clearly enemy controller take. And then Caius, the Black Whirlwind. He should search Kalut. Yep. I'm just kidding. He shouldn't search Kalut. I was just saying that in case the universe was listening. He should have searched Gale. Fucking noob. Goddamn. Just kidding. He should burn the Kalut, honestly, because he's never going to get another chance to use it. Alright. Holy fuck. What a draw, dude. What a draw. That's an insane draw. Did you have like main deck DD Crow or something? Give me the Shura. He has to Icarus attack his own card here to exist. Alright. Am I bringing back Treeborn? Am I going Lad? Oh, I'm bringing back Treeborn. I'm going Substitute, right? No, I don't know if it's Substitute. Although Substitute is like the... No, we need to clear Whirlwind. We need to clear Whirlwind. So I'm just not bringing back Treeborn. We're going main phase 1. Yeah, I need to clear Whirlwind. I gotta respect it. I gotta respect Whirlwind. It's just too good. It's too good versus us. Will Caius target Whirlwind? This loses to Bottomless pretty hard, but... I'm assuming his back row is Starlight plus Icarus. Yeah, that card gets banished, son. Alright. Attack for 24. Might as well play into the D prison if he has it. He doesn't. Yeah, so it's Starlight plus Icarus, most likely. Do we want to bounce the Caius? No, we have another Monarch. And I think this Substitute has higher value. Although, if he has Royal Oppression, it would force him to flip it up now. Hold up. This might be okay, actually. This might be the play. We might actually want to bounce this Caius. Yeah, we do. We do want to bounce the Caius. Back to send. And we'll send Treeborn, because it's just the worst one in deck. And then I will return the Caius to hand and then pass. I don't want to lose the Caius to like Shura Kalut. I don't mind losing Swap Frog to Shura, and then him, you know, getting a value or some stupid shit like that. Like, I don't care about that. Blizzy Pierce damage is obviously bad for us, but what can we do? We have to just Soul Exchange into Light and Darkness at that point. which is bad for us. I guess we go Caius first, actually, in those instances. In that instance, at least. Here comes Vayu. Oh, special Bora. Okay. So it's 1200 Pierce. And then 800 Direct. The life total is definitely threatening here. And him having Vayu in circulation is very bad for us. In standby phase. Trap dust shoot. Be my guest. What do you want to take? I think he has to take Light and Darkness. I'm going to Solex into Ryza. I'm pretty sure. No. Solex into Caius, sorry. If he doesn't take Caius, then I'm going to Solex into Light and Darkness, most likely. Or I might just Ryza him. Ryza stack the... Actually, I don't know. He should take Caius. I'm curious what he's going to take, but he should take Caius. Yeah, that makes the most sense. Okay. So in the case of him taking Caius, the best play is to go... I need him to let me summon my fucking Treeborn Frog. The best play is to go Ryza the Bora, actually. Activate. Target Bora. Run over Vayu. Yeah, this is the best play. So he has Collude in hand, 2 back row, one of them's Icarus. He has to summon Bora in order to be in the game. Man. Yeah. And we play around Icarus by just attacking the Bora, forcing the Collude. Oh no, that's bad actually. So he goes summon Bora pass is how he stays in the game. If he summon Bora's attacks, it's bad for us. But if we special Treeborn, it forces Icarus, I believe. Oh yeah, this is a mistake. Yeah, that's for sure a mistake. He has to pass. He doesn't understand his position. That Icarus is not live. So, yeah. Oh, and we drew enemy controller, so it should be lights out. Siroko's still an issue, but it's just Sirocco, right? Enemy controller. Take the Bora. Bring out Treeborn. I think it's Light and Darkness. I just don't know if it's Light and Darkness. If it's Ryza now, then Light and Darkness. I think it's Ryza first, then Light and Darkness next. Yeah, he shouldn't have wasted the Collude. Oh, he's got Solemn. Why the fuck didn't he Solemn me earlier? Crazy. Okay. All of a sudden we have a game. Pass turn. I should have led with Ryza. Or not Ryza, Lad. I should have led with Lad. I don't know why he didn't Solemn me earlier. That was just bad play on his part. I don't think he's played this game very well, but we shall see. Tragodia, interesting. Alright, funny enough, I think there's merit to attacking with Treeborn. Because Blizzy, it's less damage. And also, if he attacks me with something like Gale or something, I can drop Tragodia. Plus, like, the difference between 2000 and 1900 might actually end up mattering. I'm not sure how, but it might. He has to do something, basically. Do something, motherfucker. Oh, that is doing something. Leaving the duel. Okay, he's back. Never mind, I'm just BMing. Turbo Rocket. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Does that do anything for us, though? I don't think so. I don't think it does anything for us yet. I think we still just attack for 100. And then pass. Or do we set Turbo Rocket? Setting this as a liability into Armed Wing. But I think we lose to Armed Wing anyway, so we lose to Armed Wing Collude anyway. So I think we set the Turbo Rocket. As weird as it sounds. I'm just trying to get this Light and Darkness Dragon into play, and this is the best line to getting it into play. He's got to have like Whirlwind, Dark Armed, Heavy Storm, something really dead. If he has lethal, it shouldn't be a big thought process like this. So he probably just doesn't have game. Blizzard, Dark Armed is game. Like, there's so many things that are just like game here. Like, you just send it. You can't really afford to just keep taking pings. You know Light and Darkness Dragon is coming next turn. You have to make a play. If you don't make a play this turn, like, you're getting fucked. There's Shura. Okay, same shit, you know? So he drew the Shura, which, fair enough, right? Is he looking at maybe Android? I don't know how many values he plays. Solemn Dust Shoot Whirlwind is a really strong draw versus frogs. So we are going to lose our Treeborn Frog. I'm going to special summon Trigodia in defense. This way we can just Lad plus attack guaranteed next turn. Sure. Has to grab Kalut here, has to run over Trigodia. Otherwise you risk Lad just coming down and just beating your ass. Either that or they could Icarus me. I'm going to grab Gale. Okay, whatever. Gale, same thing. Yeah. We have game with Turbo Rocket, I believe. We can just blow this up. But he might have Icarus, which is annoying. Oh, we drew Caius. That's really good. So in order to play around Icarus, we just go main 1, tribute summon Caius, target his monster. He has to Icarus his own cards. Then we have to fade. Alternatively, we could go Treeborn Frog. He Icaruses both. Yeah, I think that's the case. I don't know, man. I actually don't know. He for sure has Icarus. The other back row is Icarus for sure. I think the best way is to play around it is to go main 1. And then just go Caius. Target the Armor Master. He has to Icarus his own cards. I think we do lose to Icarus, though. No matter what. What are you thinking about? Oh, take 1,000, yeah. Okay, well, in this case, he doesn't have Icarus, which means he might have a Battle Trap, Book of Moon, something like that. I don't know, I'm going to attack. Yeah, Book of Moon, okay. Well, we potentially lose. Blizzard kills us. He does have to top deck it, but we do lose to Blizzard off the top. Can he play terribly and then draw perfectly? That is the question I'm asking right now. And if not, are we going to get a Justice victory here? It looks as though we are going to get a Justice victory here. Cool. So, we should bring out Treeborn. And then we should tribute summon Light and Darkness Dragon. And that ought to do it, unless he draws Sirocco. Okay. Pass turn. Are we going to be able to draw Sirocco here? Is the real question. No. Cool. Thank goodness. Oh my god. That was way closer than it needed to be. I don't really know much about his deck other than deck dev he's probably coming in. So, versus deck devastation virus, I mean, just like, you gotta side out the Turbo Rocket. I don't think he's very good in this matchup. And I think Battle Fader is a little bit worse against Royal Oppression, even though it is an important card in this matchup. I think Snowman Eater is good in this matchup. Just straight up, like he's just a solid little guy. But I think solid little guy is sometimes not enough, especially if they are boarding in those deck devs. Thinking maybe DD Crow could be good. But again, deck dev is super annoying. He's for sure on Vayu, Greffer, that shenanigans. I actually think Vanities is pretty good versus Blackwings in general, like as just a solid threat. I think we're going to do something like this. This way we only have 10 cards that lose to deck dev, or 11 if you count Trag. And out of those cards, 2 of them actually want to be in the grave. So we really only have 9 cards that lose to deck dev. And then we could even side further if we wanted to. But I think this is the right play. I don't know what he's siding either. Like, I'm pretty sure that his deck is like the deck dev deck though. And that's it. Like, I don't think that that deck can side like Mask of Restrict or anything. Even if it does, I mean, like, this hand is fucking phenomenal. Blackwing player not start with Whirlwind Shura challenge impossible. But that's okay. We have Heavy Storm, so that should be good for us. Should be able to pick up a nice... Unless he opens Solemn Dust Shoot again, I mean, let's see it. He fucking did. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. But this is not a bad hand to get hit with Dust Shoot. Like, we have it all, so it's fine. We know he has Kalut, which is annoying. He's going to take Ryza. He has to take Ryza. He has to take Ryza. Like, there's no way you don't take Ryza. If you don't take Ryza here, you're insane. If you don't take Ryza here, you're actually crazy. Then you actually did open Solemn. Yeah, he's going to take Ryza. Okay, cool. So, yeah. We don't really want to deal with that Black Whirlwind sticking around, so I'm going to Heavy Storm. And then it's just a matter of how much damage do we want to take. You know he has Kalut, 2 unknowns. If we brain control, he's able to make a synchro with Blizzard, which I don't really like. I don't really want to set Dust Tornado till it has a target. I don't really want to set Threatening Roar. I don't really want to do anything. But if he puts us below 800 somehow this turn, I'm going to be fucking mauled. But if he does that, he's probably going to have to spend the Kalut, and then Cyber Dragon can clear. So I think it's okay to pass 1 turn. But just 1 turn, though. Next turn, we have to act. Unfortunately. But we might get something better to act with. Yeah, see, he would have just ran over the Cyber Dragon anyway. Like, maybe we draw Caius this turn, which would be nice. We didn't, but whatever, you know? Let's get rid of that shit. I am going to brain control the Shura. This is how you play around Kalut. You attack. Activate Kalut. Yeah, we take 1300. Main phase 2. Set. And pass. Right? No, we'll special Cyber Dragon. This way he can't just attack us. He could bluff another Kalut, but I might just take that bluff because I'll take the trade Kalut for Cyber Dragon. There's Blizzard, yeah. So he's forced to act this way. But this is good for us, I think. I don't know what he's going to make, though. This forces the Blizzard now. He can make Goyo. We have Threatening Roar. We have to rip a Monarch. Pretty much. You can make Armedwing, too. If he doesn't synchro, like whatever he doesn't synchro with, we can attack over with Cyber Dragon at least. So it's just the synchro monster we have to out, which is nice. He's probably gonna make Goyo. That's what I would make at least. Yeah. Cool. Well, Threatening Roar. Okay, cool. He didn't switch the Bora. Holy fuck, what a draw. Okay, so yeah, good draw for us. Ryza, target Goyo, then attack the Bora, and if he has another Clue, we lose. And he didn't, so we're in this game. Pass the turn. He does have access to Goyo if he has another Blizzy. Gale also gets us. So there's 3 good draws at least from him. Looks like he wasn't able to find one of those. 1-for-1 is decent, but we need to draw the pieces of the puzzle. Attack for 24, pass the turn. Setting the Dust Tornado was ambitious, but we had to do it in case he like found pulling the rug. Passes the turn. Treeborn Frog, beautiful. Okay. We want to get that extra 100. It actually does matter, so we are going to 1-for-1 main phase 1. Pitching Treeborn Frog. It's going to go get the Subsitoad. Oh man, this is so tricky, actually. Battle phase 100. It does actually matter because the difference between 4800 and 4900 is a Monarch hit. So now the game plan is really tough because it's like, do we go into the Duplock? I think we have to. But then Blizzy into Bryonic beats us, kind of. But I am going to go into it. I think it's just the safest play. It thins out our deck. It gets everything ready for us to basically win. We still have another Substoad in deck, right? Yeah, we do. Send this guy, Special Dupe Frog. Send this guy, Special Dupe Frog. This is also best if we draw Light and Darkness Dragon. We can actually win the game next turn. And then I'll just pass. In order for him to out this, like, he needs to have some pretty good shit. He's at 4 darks. He needs to have, like, Blizzy plus Dark Armed, basically. But yeah. It's been a tense game. We had to get really lucky to be in this one, but to be fair, like, his opening was insane. Like, Whirlwind Shura, Dust Shoot, Icarus on the play is fucking crazy. And he would have been much more in this had he just not set his Icarus. He's going to pass, and there is Light and Darkness Dragon, which is going to seal this game up. And we're going to take the match. That's going to be the finals. GG's. So, how do I feel about this deck? I think it's incredibly good. I think this is like one of the best Frog variants there is right now. Just because Threatening Roar and Waboku are actually really good. Like, you saw how much we were able to take advantage of Threatening Roar and Waboku in these games. These are powerful trap cards. They stop the more aggressive threats in the format. They stop absolute zero stuff from happening to you. They stop basically everything you're worried about. Blackwing aggression. They stop Goyo Guardian, which is an annoying card. And I think because of these cards, this deck is very good. I think Turbo Rocket is a bit of a meme. I found myself citing it out every single game. But, you know, it does have some applications. It's like another Caius that can just, like, come down and burn people. Like, I don't think it's a bad card. It's not a bad choice. It's probably the best main deck choice. Probably. But yeah, I do find myself citing it out a lot. It's easily the weakest part of the deck. The strongest part of the deck for sure is, like, you know, Light and Darkest Dragon being good against the decks that you're playing against and getting lucky in those angles and just having, like, the best cards. One thing I would like to try in this deck in the future is cutting Turbo Rocket for a 3rd enemy controller. I think just 3 enemy controller is amazing. I think this is, like, the best card in the deck, probably, next to Caius. Like, it's probably, like, Caius then enemy controller for, like, cards I want to see in my opening hand as long as I have Treeborn Engrave. And then Threatening Roar and Waboku are both really good, so yeah. The sideboard, I didn't find use of a lot of these cards, but to be fair, I didn't play against heroes. I didn't play against anyone who was really aggressively banishing my graveyard. I didn't play against machines or dragons. I did play against zombies, but I only really wanted one of the DD Crows. Snowman Eater, I don't really know what that's for. Maybe Glads. This might be Copium. Snowman Eater might be Copium. I don't think you really need to side it. I think you can beat Blackwings pretty handily without it. Pretty handily mean pretty shakily, but then again, he did open the nuts. Like, going second versus Whirlwind Dust Shoot, how many decks can beat that? Be real. How many decks can go second versus Shura Whirlwind Dust Shoot and beat it? Not many. So, yeah, maybe this deck is really solid. I maybe need to give it a little bit more credit moving forward. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.